Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share with a friend. We are trying to hit 500 subscriptions, and every subscription helps us out a lot, and then 1,000, and then 10,000. With that being said, please help us out. To our new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. To our old subscribers, thank you for subscribing when you first subscribed, continuing to watch the content and spreading the word. You are an intricate part to why this channel is going to be a success. Thank you for that. Now let's jump into the news. The Substance director, Coralie Fargeat, says no sequels and no prequels to the acclaimed horror hit. And that's starring Demi and Margaret, Qualley. Though the movie wasn't exactly left open for a sequel anyway, the Substance director, Coralie Fargeat, is adamant that her acclaimed body horror satire will not have a follow-up or spin-off. If you've seen The Substance, you'll know that it's not exactly the type of film that's crying out for a spin-off or a sequel. Still, in an era when studios will attempt to milk every successful release for every dime they can drag out of them, it's probably fair to wonder whether a follow-up to the acclaimed body horror satire has been discussed. Fortunately, a sequel is not on the cards, at least not according to the director. The filmmaker was asked about the possibility of more movies set in the Substance universe during a recent interview with Variety. The point of this movie is to bring fresh things to the world. No sequels, no prequels. I'm going to be happy to bring something fresh to the world in a bit. I do like her perspective on that. That is something that has been plaguing Hollywood and entertainment in general. They can't seem to take risk on original stories. If they do take a risk on something original, well, then they'll milk it and turn it into a franchise if they can. We've seen this multiple times within the last 15 years. A lot of things they didn't even want to take the risk on, but when they did and they saw that it did have a return, then they just milked that as well. Or you will see what I just talked about, the supposed American Psycho reboot, a film that's over 20 plus years old, and now they're trying to bring back a new cast, new writer, all of that stuff, you know. But a film that really stands on its own. It's a time capsule film. You can't remake the American Psycho and try to copy that success. It's just impossible. It's only one American Psycho. It's probably going to be only one Substance film. Star Demi won a Golden Globe for a performance on Sunday night, and you can check out her inspiring acceptance speech below. We're definitely going to be skipping that. Let's see if there's anything else more interesting in this article. Even if Movie Working Title wanted to develop a sequel with a different director, it would almost certainly be without Moore and co-star Margaret Qualley. Well, if you guys know anything about The Substance, I have seen bits and pieces of this film. There's no way you can bring those two back because they die at the end of the film. So, and they're one in the same, if that makes sense. And if you've seen the film, you know what I'm referencing. But yeah, there's no way you can bring those two back in particular. After Sue, portrayed by Qualley, dispatches Elizabeth, Demi she realizes that she can no longer extract any serum from her older self and decides to inject the one-use-only activator serum. This creates a grotesque, monstral hybrid who ultimately comes to a messy end. And I have seen the end of that film. It is quite messy, but on one end, while it is serious, there's almost a comedic factor to it. Very interesting film overall. Definitely you could say a psychological horror. And when people do compare this film to things like The Fly, it does make sense when you actually watch the film and see what it's about. There's plenty out on this film right now. I think this film is streaming by now, so definitely go watch it. I haven't watched it all the way through, but it's something I might check out if I can stream it. That pretty much covers up the sum of this article here. If you have seen The Substance, please let me know what you thought about the film overall. A lot of people say it's one of their favorite films of 2024. Like I said, I still have to watch it in its entirety. I'm sure there's still a lot of things that I could contextualize and review on those aspects of the film, but for the most part, I definitely saw what you'd say is the cliff notes for each act in that film, so I definitely know what transpires. Definitely seems like an interesting artsy take on, I guess, would be a depiction of Hollywood in general and what it really requires of, I guess you could say, females. But yeah, interesting film. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Please like this video. Let me know if you want to see anything more from the director, Coralie Fargeat. Maybe she has something else that could do well, and also make a splash, something original. We definitely want to see that from her. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a couple of friends as well. Let them know to subscribe. Everybody needs to ring the bell for notifications so they can be notified when I drop some news updates. You definitely want to hear what I got coming. I'm going to have a lot of stuff coming out weekly, so please ring that bell for notifications after you subscribe. And as always, be safe. It's Neff signing off.